Alright, welcome back everyone. So in this video, we're going to work on the delete functionality. Right now we can see all of the posts, click on the post and navigate it to routes. We can see the information about the post, but we have these two buttons that doesn't do it. So right now this is a server component, but we would need a client component in order to listen to a onclick on either of these buttons. So let's work on the delete first. So in order to be able to listen for a click event, let's create a client component. So in components, let's right click, new file. Let's just call it button.tsx. And let's mark this one as a client component by typing use client. And we're going to say export default function button. And the button, we're going to receive a few things in here. And we're going to return the actual button element here. And we're going to have some text in here inside of the button. So that's the first thing that we need. So we need some text for the button. Let's just call it btn text. And we're going to display whatever gets passed in as the btn text. We're going to display it inside. We also are going to need to receive the post ID and the function that we need to call when the button gets clicked. So we're going to need some type of handler for the on click and the post ID. So the handler, we're going to pass it to a on click event, on click, and we're going to call the handler here. So whatever function get passed here, like a callback, it will be passed here, and we're going to need pass the post ID. So right now TypeScript is going to complain a little bit, so let's just define some props for this function, the props of this function. So let's do type props equals type. So btn text is just a string, btn camel case, and we need the handler. Handler is going to be a function, so we need a function like so, and the function is going to receive the post ID, which is going to be a type string. We can also put the post ID here and type string. This is all the types. So now we need to pass the type here. So colon props. And we should be good here. Oh, so we can actually just have this in one single line. Whatever looks better for you, that's fine. Formatted, that's all we need. Now we're gonna use this client component back inside of the page. So let's go back to post ID, this page here, and let's import this new button. Button from components button. Then we're going to replace this one here. Let's have a button. Whoops, it's just self-closing. So, and right now we need to pass the btn text. So btn text is gonna be is delete, And then we also need the handler and the post ID. So let's do post ID, and post ID is going to be the post ID that we have here. So this one we can copy, we can just pass it in here. And then the last thing we need will be the function or the handler value here. It's going to be a function that is going to receive the post ID and is going to do something with the ID. So that is going to be a action. So let's define that function back inside of the action. So let's save this file for now and head back to our actions. Right under the fetch post, we can do our, call it delete post. So let's do export function, async function, delete post. This one's going to take in the post ID of type string. And we're going to, this time we can use the server side client Supabase because we don't need to receive any params. So const Supabase equals create server client. We use the client one on this one because we needed to receive the params inside of that component where we get post. Here we don't need any params. We already have the post ID, which is gonna need to pass here. So in here we need to have a try catch here. Let's have the error. Let's console log the error. And let's go inside of the try here. So we're gonna make a delete action here. So let's do const. Let's take in again our data and let's take in the error equals to await Supabase client. I'll do a dot from post dot delete, and then we need to do a dot equals eq, and we need to specify the ID for the post ID. We can console log the data, just in case you need the data back. We don't even need to receive the data here because we're just making a delete, but we can check if there's an error in here just to make sure. If error show new error, and we can just say, we can just pass the error here. Error, a new error, or we can say, we could say, let's just do error deleting post, then we can show the post ID. We can console log the error too if we needed to, but we already have, just in case we get an error here. Error as well. Cool. And in here, so right now we're going to receive the post ID, access our post table, make a delete request to the matching ID, and console log the data, console log the errors. There's one, throw an error if we get an error, and when this post gets deleted, we're going to redirect the user to the feed page. So we need to have in here, in Next.js, we need to have the redirect outside of the try. So we need to do a finally in here, finally statement, and we can use the redirect from, no, not that one. Let's do redirect from next navigation, and we can send the user back to the /feed page. And make sure that got imported all the way at the top. From next navigation, make sure it's next navigation. There's another one that work just like this one. So let's just put a little bit of information here. Delete a post by the ID. And now we can import this server action back inside of the page here. And go, we already have the actions and get post here. We can also import the delete post. And this is the function we need to pass to the handler for this delete button. Delete post. And that should do it. Yes. Yep, that's fine. We can keep it. Now let's go back to feed. I got three that I can delete. Let's go to this one. Let's delete. Got rid of that one. Let's delete here. Delete it. Click on this one. Delete it. And you can also double check on your database that they had also been deleted. Only have 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. All right, so that's it for this one. We are going to work on update posts in the next video. So hope you like this one. I'll see you on the next video.